Have you ever wished you could just walk outside and grab some fresh food any time of year without totally breaking the bank? Well, today, we're going to break down exactly how to build a cost-effective greenhouse that makes that dream a reality. So let's dive right in.
I mean, come on, that's the ultimate gardener's dream, isn't it? Just imagine harvesting your own juicy ripe tomatoes right in the middle of January. So how in the world do you actually make that happen?
Well, the answer is a well-designed greenhouse. And here's the best part. It's way more accessible than you might think. Really, it all just comes down to making some smart, cost-effective choices right from the very beginning. Okay, so our journey from that winter dream to an actual year-round harvest, it all starts with the biggest decision you're going to make.
And that is picking your perfect greenhouse. This is your first major decision point. And honestly, it's all about balancing your budget with what you want to achieve in the long run. So, let's take a look at the most common options out there.
All right, for most of us getting started, the choice really boils down to these two. The super budget-friendly hoop house, you might have heard it called a polytunnel, or the more permanent, more durable rigid kit. And believe me, each one has some pretty clear pros and cons.
So here's the deal. This is the key trade-off you've got to think about. A hoop house? Yeah, you can get started for maybe $500. But that plastic cover, it's only going to last you about 4 to 6 years. And the insulation is, well, it's minimal. Now, a rigid kit, that's going to cost you more up front for sure. But its polycarbonate panels, they can last 10, even 20 years. And they give you the real insulation you need for true year-round growing. Oh, and hey, if you happen to have a good south-facing wall, a lean-to is an awesome option that kind of piggybacks on your house for extra heat and stability.
Now, a lot of people think, oh, I'll just build it myself from scratch, it'll be cheaper. But that's not always true. Just like this quote from Greenhouse Emporium says, kits bundle everything you need into one package. I mean, think about it. That saves you so many trips to the hardware store, and honestly, it often ends up saving you money because the manufacturers are buying all those materials in huge bulk quantities.
Okay, so once you've got your structure picked out, the next thing, and I mean this is absolutely the most critical part, is managing the climate inside. You can think of it like the engine of your greenhouse. Getting this right is everything if you want your plants to thrive.
And here's the good news. You do not need a massive budget for this. Not at all. The real secret is to work with nature, not against it. We're talking about using simple, passive strategies to capture heat in the winter and, just as importantly, get rid of it in the summer. Okay, so check out some of these simple but seriously powerful ideas. First off, just positioning your greenhouse to face south, that's totally free, and it maximizes your winter sun. Inside, you can do things like putting in black painted water barrels or using dark gravel for your paths. These act like little heat batteries. They soak up the sun's energy all day and then slowly release it at night. It's a fantastic way to stabilize the temperature. And for insulation, you'd be amazed what a roll of bubble wrap or some reflective sheets on that north wall can do. Huge difference.
All right, what about cooling? Because you're going to need it. The whole principle is incredibly simple, and this quote from the UGA extension nails it. Warm air rises. That's it. That's the whole game. The strategy is just to let cool air in down low and give that hot air a way to escape up high.
And when you do that, you create this amazing natural airflow cycle. So the cool, fresh air comes in through low side vents or if you have roll-up walls. Then, that air warms up inside, picks up heat and humidity, and because it's hot, it rises and escapes right out of the high roof vents. It's a convection current. This passive system is constantly swapping out that hot, stale air for cool, fresh air. It's brilliant for preventing overheating and also helps cut down on pests and mold.
Now, in the dead of summer, let's be real, sometimes even great ventilation isn't quite enough. That's where shade cloth becomes your best friend. A simple cloth you just drape over the top can block a whopping 50 to 70% of the sun's heat. It gives your plants instant relief without totally blocking out the light they need. It is an absolute game changer.
All right, our climate is under control. So now, let's zoom in on the 3 core elements every healthy plant needs: light, water, and of course, soil.
This is such a crucial point, especially for growing in the winter. We all tend to fixate on the temperature, right? We think it needs to be warmer, but as this quote from Hobby Farms points out, a lot of the time, the real problem is a lack of light. Just adding a couple of extra hours a day with a simple LED grow light can make an absolutely massive difference when those winter days are so short.
And when we talk about watering, the name of the game is efficiency. And in that department, drip irrigation is the undisputed champion. We're talking over 90% efficiency. It delivers water drop by drop right to the plant's roots where it's needed.
So not only does it save a ton of water compared to just spraying everything with a sprinkler, but it also keeps the leaves dry, which is huge for preventing diseases.
And of course, none of this matters without good soil. It all starts here. You know, using raised beds is a great idea because it gives you total control. A really solid, proven recipe is a simple 50-50 mix of good topsoil and some quality compost or aged manure. That blend is perfect. It holds moisture, but it also drains well. And then just top it off with a layer of mulch to lock in that moisture and protect your soil. Easy.
All right, last but not least, let's talk about how some simple, affordable tech can make your life so much easier and your greenhouse way more productive. And this isn't about getting super complex, it's just about being smart.
So what's the whole point of automation? It's one word: consistency. Your plants, they hate wild swings in their environment. It stresses them out. So by creating stable, predictable conditions, you cut down on that stress. And that leads directly to healthier plants, bigger harvests, and way less work for you. It's a win-win-win.
And you're probably thinking this sounds expensive, but look how affordable this stuff actually is. For like 30 or 40 bucks, you can get a plug-in thermostat that'll automatically kick your heater or fan on and off. A simple hose timer takes care of your watering every single day. And my personal favorite, these things are so cool, are the automatic vent openers. They use this wax cylinder that just expands when it gets hot and pushes the vent open. No electricity needed. It's absolutely genius.
So when you boil it all down, your success really comes down to mastering these 5 things. You need good insulation, you need smart ventilation, you need that thermal mass to keep temperature stable, you need efficient drip irrigation, and finally, some simple automation to tie it all together and keep everything consistent. Once you have these principles in place, you are ready to go. You've literally built a system that can give you and your family fresh food all year round. So, the only question left is, what are you going to grow first? Hey, before you go, if you got something out of this, please take a second to like and subscribe. It honestly helps our channel more than you know.